Hello everybody, we're back. I'm here a couple days after I actually finished this portion of my blind, which would be the front part if you're sitting in the blind, or the right side of the boat, I guess you call it. This part went exceptionally smooth. I was really happy with how it worked out. Got it done in, geez, like 5 or 6 hours, which for me is quick. One thing as I'm going here and explaining and talking about boats is I'm not a welding expert, so any critiques of my welds, which I will probably purposely leave out, is not really what I'm going for. More just boat design and thoughts behind boat blinds and why I do things the way I do. I think all the blinds I've built have been very well thought out and purposeful for what I needed them for and how I want a blind to function, both in terms of its usefulness and in terms of its hiding. So there's several things I take into factor there, but the welds, while I make things that can hold together as they stick together, they're not the prettiest, they're not the worst. I'm sure there's people that are worse, but having had zero training beyond my own YouTube learning and starting on aluminum, I don't feel too bad about it. Anyways, so this is the front part of the blind, and one thing I'm going to talk about on this little section here is the dimensions that we've made this blind and why I did kind of what I did. So on the first blind that I built, that you've probably already seen the video on, this back piece was 52 inches. Now that's something that I spent hours and hours and hours on when I was building that one to make sure I got it high enough, to make sure I got it low enough. I didn't know how high everything had to be. I probably could have made it about 4 inches lower, and that's what I did. This one, I made this one 48 inches from the floor. The reason I will make sure that you note that it's from the floor is because the floor is the one thing that I use as a base to measure from. You cannot use the gunnels as to figure out the overall height of anything due to the fact that they change in relation to the floor as you go across the boat. Like this boat, for example, the gunnels back here in relation to the floor are 9 inches lower almost than they are up here at the front corner. So if you made the height of the blind off of the gunnels back here, you'd have a really cramped shooting situation up here. You wouldn't be able to move. Whereas on this one, I think you can still see me in the camera here. I figure are going to be a couple inches lower than this, but yes, I got plenty of room. I'm just touching this right here. That's if I sit up a bit. You're going to know when he sits like that. So when I sit like this, we're good to go. I'll probably make the seats, I would say 2 inches lower, which will give us a ton of room. Except for the very tallest of guys, and they'll just have to crouch a little bit or sit back more. So I got 48 inches from floor to the top of the blind on this one. On this side, on my old boat, or my boat I should say, this was 39 inches. This boat, this is 37.5 inches. So the differential between the two on this one is actually 2 inches less than compared to that one. The reason I bring that up is that I would say it's very important to have this height difference as small as possible due to the fact that when birds are coming in, they're coming from this angle. So when they look, this hole looks like this. The more you can bring this up or the more you can bring that down, you're kind of knocking that opening down a little bit, and it's not going to look as big. Of course, you're going to cover that, and I'll show you here later, or you've already seen what I do on my boat to cover that up. I use aluminum pieces across here, grass them, so really all you've got is the slot where the people are sitting. Nonetheless, it's still nice if you don't have to worry about it, and one less thing just to make hiding a little bit easier. So that's kind of the heights that I do these for. The cockpits are 10, this piece here, these two pieces are 10 feet long exactly. You'll see these are shaky yet. I still haven't pinned these down yet. I just got the brackets made and bent for me at the metal shop today. So I'll probably do that tonight yet also, just get all the 4 legs pinned down. This thing should be rock solid, it won't even move. What I base the widths of these off of, like how wide this to this and this to this is I use a starting width of, on here I did 22 inches, on my boat I did 23 to 24 down the middle. This one, since the boat's a little wider or narrower, I want to make sure we had just about the same type of room that we have here. So I made this 22 inches from there to back, and then I built off of that. And what I wanted to do was make sure that this side has a little bit more depth to it than this side, just due to the fact that it's nice to be able to tuck out underneath it a little more if it's cold, if it's raining, if it's snowing, if it's windy. Your back underneath and more comfortable. This side can have a little less depth simply because of the fact that all you put under there is a shelf. So you can only put so much stuff there. So this is done. I'm just gonna pin those down and basically I'm ready for the sheet metal to go onto this. That'll be coming soon. But I gotta get the back built back here yet. And I need to be able to make it so that this motor is free to move both over to that far and also down low enough. So that's a little bit of the tricky part. I think I got some ideas as to what I'm going to do, and I will show you guys that one on the next film. Should be coming soon.